up, guys? Are you looking to unlock drift net fishing in old school RuneScape? You'll need a rare item first, and that's going to be some flippers. Dropped only by Mogres, and in this video, I'll show you exactly where to find Mogres here, how to spawn them, their drop rates, and why flippers are essential for your fishing and hunter training. Let's get into it. So Mogres are found at Mudskipper Point. That's where I am right now, just south of Port Sarim. To even fight them, you'll first need to complete Skippy and the Mogres mini quest. Super easy. Talk to Skippy just at the south of Remington. Sober them up and you'll unlock the ability to spawn some Mogres. So for spawning them, you're going to need to buy some fishing explosives. I find the easiest way to do this is telling over to Edgeville, go up to Crystalia, and there's 60 GP each in her shop. You're going to want to stock up. You can see here I only have 65. I end up needing to restock before the end of the video. By I'd say 200, be safe. You might still have to stock up though. I did this in about 100 kills. I have seen people stay here way longer than 100 kills, even though it's a 1 in 64 drop chance. So you can get that fishing explosive, I say Crystalia, but you can get it at any Slayer Master shop. If there's a different one closer to you, use that one. You don't have to go to Crystalia. So you got your stock. You're probably going to want to grab a range pot or some kind of magic pot, battle mage or something, depending on if you're using magic or range. Probably a couple of prayer pots or super restores, just in case you get low on HP. Normally, I'll tele back to my POH, use my restore fountain, and then tele back. If you don't have the fairy ring and the POH fountain, I'd probably bring some restores or some prayer potions, and then you're good. Once you have everything, you think you're ready to go, use the ferry ring down to Mudskipper Point. That's just the quickest way to get there. You can also tele to Draenor. You can use the Explorer's Ring and run down from the Cabbage Patch. You can teleport to Falador and run down. You can tele to Remington from the POH portal. There's a bunch of ways you can get here, so whatever way works for you, depending on if you're Iron or whatnot and what you have available. Once you get down here, you're going to want to use one of those fishing explosives on the fishing spot, like you see me doing here, and it'll spawn a Mogre. I don't know. You guys are going to laugh at how I'm saying it. I already can see it. Mogres are combat level 60. They are weak to magic and range, which is why I suggested that. They have fairly low defenses, so they're not super dangerous. You may want to bring some food or bring logs and tinderbox or something so that you can cook the fish that they drop. They will deal a good chunk of damage. You can also safe spot them, but I don't really bother with that with a restore or whatnot. I'm using the blowpipe here, so I'm using the special when I can. And if I really needed to, I can just tele back home to my portal. Now for the loot, they have 2 unique drops. They got the Flippers, 1 in 64 drop chance, and the Mudskipper Hat, also a 1 in 64 drop chance. I find the hat, it says 1 in 64. I got 4 hats before I got my flippers. So depending on RNG, it could go either way. I could have got 4 flippers before I got the hat, but the hat seems a little bit more common. The hat is just a fun cosmetic. The flippers are what you're here for. They're untradeable, so you have to farm them yourself. They're super valuable when you're training hunter, fishing, and thieving in the underwater area on Fossil Island. They're crucial for you to get if you want to use these methods. So why do you want to go through all this trouble? Because they unlock these unique activities at Fossil Island. Drift net fishing is a hybrid fishing and hunter method, huge XP. There's just a big video by Odablock on his maxing grind where he decided to go over and learn drift net fishing. Everybody does it. Whether you're an OG or whether you're a new player, you're going to want to get these. Without flippers, you can't really access these methods. You don't get the same XP and profit. These are basically a must-have for mid to high-level skilling accounts. I don't mean skillers, I just mean if you're in the 80s of hunter or fishing, thieving, this is a great spot to do something different than just sitting there pickpocketing arty knights, hunting black chins. If you want a little break, this is a great spot to do it and still get great XP. A couple more tips here. You only need 1 pair of flippers. You're not really going to lose them. They're untradeable. If you die underwater, you can always just grab them from your gravestone. Don't forget to stock up on fishing explosives before the grind. You can always go and get food at Draenor and places like this, but especially for Irons. If you don't want to be running all the way back to a Slayer Master, just buy 250, 300 or more. Worst case scenario, you got a little extra stockpile. The Mogres also drop raw fish and seaweed, especially if you're iron. You don't have a huge chunk of food. Bring a couple logs, bring a tinderbox, cook the food as it drops. The Mogres don't keep on spawning. They only spawn when you throw the fishing explosive in, and it's only one at a time. So you can take a break, cook an inventory of food, and keep on going. It might take a while, but once you get them, you'll never have to grind these guys again. So that's how you get the flippers from the Mogres, and you unlock drift net fishing. If this guide helped you at all, smash that like button, subscribe, and I'll be putting out more old school RuneScape skilling guides, boss guides. I got some cool videos coming up, doing big long grinds for loot, seeing how much profit we can make, some money making methods, and future update videos. I'm trying to put them all out for you as quick as I can using just my phone. So if you like these, make sure to show some support. Let me know. It's nice to know that there's somebody out there who gets some knowledge or use out of these, or finds them funny, or whatever it is. Leave a comment down below on what you like and what rare unlock you want me to cover next. Thanks for watching, guys. Have fun grinding these guys, and I hope you get your flippers. Let the RNG gods bless you. Good luck.